All right, what's up, fellas? We're driving back from Ohio. We went for Memorial Day weekend. We got like 500 miles to go, but I'm super excited to get home because I got an email that a package, a very special package, got delivered. I'm sure you guys know what it is based on the title of the video, but I'm really excited to open them up. Ever since I saw them post on Instagram, I knew I had to get my hands on them. So we'll check back in once I get home. All right, guys, so I'm home, and I'm really excited to open these together with you for the first time. What's really weird is that, like, a couple days after I got, the box of the boots, I got this little box, also from Wolverine, and I was like, I didn't order anything, so I think I know what's in here, based on the shake, but you know what? How about you guys guess what you think is in here, and then you'll see at the end I'm gonna open this up, and you'll see if you're right. Okay, so before I open this, we're gonna do this in two parts. The first part will be I'll unbox these, give a little bit of a quick review and look at the details. And then part two will be we'll take these to a field, take them for a little baseball test spin, if you will. Maybe take some hacks, run the bases a bit, and I think it'll be a fun way to see how they perform. Okay, let's open these up. All right, there we go. So, look at this beautiful limited edition ribbon on this guy, very cool. This is the Wolverine 1000 Mile collab with Rawlings, the baseball equipment company. All right, so ever since I saw them post on Instagram for these, I knew I had to get them. And this is really my first pair of Wolverine 1000 Miles because I did a video on, if you guys remember, on mock toes that I got on sale, but those are really, I think they ended up being like factory seconds, and I wasn't super happy with the quality. So I'm really excited because I think this is really gonna be a good example of what Wolverine 1000 Mile can do. So without further ado, here we go. Beautiful glove leather. And you can see this giant baseball thing. Really cool. And then, of course, the Rawlings patch up there. Obviously, I spent a lot of time looking at these online, so I knew what they were going to look like. They are really amazing and feel great in person, but something that's really cool and I think smart that they did with this collaboration specifically, and we'll get a little bit more into that as we go on, is that they numbered each pair. So I got the 172nd pair of boots, which just goes into the vibe of telling me that every pair is unique. Okay, so let's put these down and get a good look at them. And where else to start with this collab than the leather? And the really unique thing about this leather is that they use it in the top tier MLB quality baseball gloves that Rawlings makes. And I think, I don't know, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know any boot that uses this literally glove leather, they call it, from Horween, other than this boot right here. So it's the same color as they're using in their Heart of the Hide gloves, and it's cool. They actually stamped Heart of the Hide on the bottom, where normally would say Wolverine 1000 Mile. They stamped it Heart of the Hide, which is found on the Rawlings baseball gloves. So it feels really supple, it's really soft, has that waxy finish, kind of like Chrome Excel, and what you're hoping for, just like with all Horween leathers, is that it's going to be breathable, it's going to be really long lasting, and it's going to get better with age. It's going to develop a lot of patina. Something that's light in color like this really should, and I'm going to try to find on the internet a picture of maybe a baseball glove that got really worn in that you can see what it would look like, and this way we can kind of extrapolate and figure out what this one with this boot is going to age to become. And that's the first reason why I think this is such an incredible collaboration, is because of that leather that's used in a baseball glove. And just like I have a baseball glove, and I'm sure you guys all have baseball gloves, they get better and they break in and they become part of you as you wear them and as you use them in games and develop these memories and whatnot with the gloves. And I think that's just going to be the same thing with these boots, is that as you wear them, they're going to develop patina and they're going to shape to your foot, and they're also going to hold memories, hopefully good memories, just like a baseball glove would. And I'm sure I'll do an update video some point in the future once they're broken in and developed patina, showing you what they look like and hopefully how great they look. So it's a perfect reason just to remind you guys to subscribe, because even if it's just for that, hopefully I'll have you along to see what they look like in the future. Now, obviously the supplemental details like the packaging, the wrapping paper, the leather keychain that came with it, that stuff is all great, but there's also some really nice details about the boot itself that I wanted to talk about. The first one is the patch right here, that Rawlings patch on the tongue. So what you'll notice is that Wolverine 1000 Mile, they put their little like foil logo there. It says Wolverine 1000 Mile on the side, on the collar. But it's actually pretty interesting that they would want to put this logo, this patch that says Rawlings, which is not the boot company, on this on the tongue like that, kind of displaying it. And I kind of didn't like it at first, even though this patch is on all the baseball gloves. It's on my baseball glove, and it's got its heritage of its own. I still was like, it's kind of flashy. and I wasn't super excited about displaying that to the world as I wear these. But I did notice that when these are on, it kind of covers up the tag a little bit, so you're really not going to see it so much, and it's kind of there for you more than it is for everyone else. So I think it's really nice. I really appreciate it. And just like they have this red patch, which is iconic with Rawlings, they also have this contrasting red heel layer right there, which is nice, and that's rubber. And then also, when you got this triple stitch, I think that Puritan stitch, they use a red one there, and then also in the back, they use that red stitch. So all in all, it's just like little things that they've incorporated into this boot you'll find also on the baseball glove that I think makes this unique and special. So the next detail is the sole. So obviously it's Goodyear welted, which means the sole is stitched onto the upper, so it's going to last a long time, it's going to be waterproof, and so on and so forth. But something that's unique to the 1000 Miles versus like Red Wing and other brands is that they use this nice leather sole. It's kind of dressy. So I think it gives it a lower profile. Maybe it's a little bit less durable, but it's really nice, pretty classy, and I think it makes them easier to dress up. They use a Vibram heel cup there that's going to last forever, you know it. And of course, when these are ready to be resold, we're going to do that. And hopefully that's, I think, like, I make this point every time I do a little boot review. It's that you want to get them resold, and that's what's great about collecting boots, is that you want to wear them in to the point where you need to get them fixed up and put new life into them. Now, I wanted to point out, when I got the Wolverine 1000 Mile mock toes that I did a review on from Nordstrom Rack, those were like $100, and the stitching was like all over the place. And someone pointed out, like, maybe Nordstrom Rack gets factory seconds and they just aren't so transparent about it like Red Wing is. And I have reason to believe that's true, that those probably were factory seconds, because this one, the quality control seems to be a lot better, and the stitching's all really tight, pretty perfect, and the balance and all the finishing looks great. Now they use brass eyelets and speed hooks, which I love. I need speed hooks. And they include these very nice rawhide Horween laces. And they also included a pair of white laces, which I thought was a little bit weird at first, and then I was thinking about it, and if you look at the edges around the collar, the edges of this leather has a really unique property where it's like white. So I don't know what is going on in terms of the tanning process that gives it this kind of finish, but you'll find it in the baseball glove leather exclusively, that's what happens there. And so they obviously gave these, the white ones, kind of as a nod, I think, to the contrasting white edges, and also I think I've seen baseball gloves come with that stitching, the same laces that goes into a baseball glove. I think they use white as well. So I think it's definitely a cool finish and a cool detail that they threw in the white laces. Also, I noticed that they released these in the summer, and I know that it's kind of baseball season and Father's Day is coming up, but it is a little bit weird to release a boot, I think, in the middle of the summer. But I think that when I have these in hand, I notice that it's a very lightweight feeling leather, and it's hard to understand what that means just based on the video, but I think relative to Chrome Excel, which a lot of guys have experience with, that's like a heavy leather. They hot stuff it with waxes and oils, and this one just feels lighter on the foot. So I kind of get it, that I think that these are going to be more comfortable in the summer in the hot weather. You know what, I should have mentioned this earlier in the beginning, but the reason why I love this collaboration is because I'm a huge sports fan, and I'm a big Yankee fan. I love baseball. I play softball 3 times a week right now. So I love the sport, and I think it's such a no-brainer to have a baseball company like Rawlings do a collaboration with a boot company, because the two products are not so different. They both use Horween leather, they're both part of America's pastime, and they're both things that get better with age. Something that you're loyal to, that you want to go back to time and time again, and that you don't want to dispose of. You never want to throw out that glove, right? You guys know what I'm talking about. And I saw people that don't even, they're not heritage enthusiasts, they don't know anything about boots. I saw Barstool was posting pictures of this boot and stuff, and people were commenting like, those are awesome, I really like them. So I just think it's a perfect combination where you have these two great American companies that are both teaming up and making something that's really long-lasting and something that's going to develop a lot of age and character, something that is unique to individuals. And I think, again, like that's why I said it, it's awesome that they numbered each boot, because it makes you feel, again, unique and a relationship with your boots. So I just think it's great. All right, so before we go to the field, let's open up the small box and see if you were right with your guess. All right, so if you didn't comment yet what your guess is, it's not too late. You can still drop a comment below and take your pick. So let's crack this open. Oh, wow. Wow, it's a baseball. Makes sense. Okay, so it's a Rawlings baseball. They actually put the 1000 Mile logo on the bottom. These are actually pretty expensive, and I'm not sure why they sent it to me, because it didn't say anything about it on the website that they were going to send these out. So I'm curious if any of you guys ordered these boots. Did you get them also? And let's take this to the field and test out the boots. All right, guys, so we're at the park now, and it's getting late. I just wanted to get a little bit of a test in before the Yankee game that starts in an hour. I got the boots on right here. I got my Rawlings glove, some bats, and a ball, the ball that we got from 1,000 Mile, and we're gonna hit it around and just see how the boots perform. So it's gonna be fun. Let's go. Okay, been working at the boots a little bit. I got a couple good hits in. Maybe recovered from a tough first inning, but the boots are holding up well. I got them really dirty in the sand, but I got to attribute all the good hits to the boots. They're just outstanding. They actually fit really well.
Jose Contreras is warming in the Yankees bullpen. Rivera has pitched brilliantly. Now we're tied at 5 as we go to the bottom of the 11th. Here's Aaron Boone to lead off.
His first at-bat of the game. There's a fly ball deep to left. It's on its way. There it goes. And the Yankees are going to the World Series. Aaron Boone. The Yankees go to the World Series for the 39th time in their remarkable history. Aaron Boone down the left field line. They are waiting for him at home plate, and now he dives into the scrum. The Yankees win it 6-5.
Didn't want to slide there. No. Not worth it. Gotta keep the boots clean. Okay guys, we're wrapping up, and if you watch any of my hiking videos, you know that the goal of a hiking video is obviously not to take boots hiking, but to test them, that if they can do well on a hike, then that means in everyday situations, they'll be great. So with these, it's the same idea. Playing baseball, it was actually like pretty tough. You don't see it in this, but like the twisting that goes on when you're swinging a bat or running for a ball, it actually does test, I think, mostly the fit and the comfort. So for me, the fit, I'm happy to say that it fits a lot better than the first Wolverine 1,000 Miles I got. Those mock toes were really loose and had a really weird fit on the ankle. These are much better, a lot more secure, was not slipping and sliding around. I don't have any hot spots, which is a big thing for a lot of guys. The support is good, not too much arch support. So the fit was really excellent. I'm happy to report that these are just very comfortable boots, even right out of the box. Now, I think also just for holding up purposes, like I said, these are Goodyear welted. I was standing in like a muddy ditch. It was wet, and of course they kept me dry, and you're not gonna get any water seeping in, even though the sole is made out of leather. So all in all, I'm actually really happy with these. I didn't really have high hopes. I love the leather and the collab, but I didn't have high hopes to the fit, and I think they really did knock it out of the park. So do me a favor, if you made it all the way to the end and you like this video, I had a lot of fun doing it, just throw me a like and a subscribe, and I can do a lot more fun videos like this in the future, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right? I'm making David run for all the balls I hit. Punishment for his terrible pitching.